All right, Shalom. This is Sarah Barstrella at Lions Neck Camp, located in Jacksonville, Florida. First and foremost, I would like to give praise, honor, and glory to the Father and the Son, in the purple true Hebrew tongue, called Halam La, Yah Bashim Ashai, Bashim Harabaka Kudash Ma'amoth. Also, the Bible said the elders, Apostle GMS, and that Masamah as well. Ohio one Mashrala, peace of to 1/3, and sanctification of hope for let, and kind. It's gonna be a quick lesson, hydration. Just going with a few images you saw, man. Um, for most people, we know the Caucasian race is Esau, according to the scriptures, and is physically the counterpart of Satan, and it basically the same spirit that has been with the wicked since the very beginning, and with Esau ultimately. Um, since the very beginning, that same serpent that beguiled Eve, more cunning than any beast of the field. That's what Esau was made to do. That's what he's doing now. You saw the image that he used. Those I think Baphomet. You seen Elon Musk, Elon Sandusky, man. He has been shown to wear those things, the same things. Khazars, they believe in that. They wear the what's it called? Uh, Moloch. They wear the Ramfam Moloch. And, that's what they believe in. Devils and demons and ghouls. That's what they pray to. Their God is Mammon. Their Lord is money. So not, everything they believe in is all devil worship and devil praise, and that's what they. And that's what their army about. Israel is just little Satan. America here is big Satan. Babylon. Um, and of course, one of their unclean beasts being their military system. Is set up the same way. Is how their political system is set up, man. It's through the devil. It's through deceitfulness. Is through wickedness. You know, those was it the cop badge in there. The cops of the day are just policy holders. They're supposed to be pushing pencils. That's why every time a cop got to do some paperwork, they got to do some paperwork. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't have guns though. So we have policy upholders with firearms, and we got the American military. They got the same thing going on. All the medals of valor that you get is a wickedness as well, because you going at least going into like Karagma. They're how how they push the skibbity pap with the people. They're gonna do, they did that 10 times more with the army because they own their body and everything. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go get a spiritual, get a few words on New Esau has always been wicked since the very beginning. But nonetheless, it's just a new way of doing it because um he's using like signs and his presembling other things. Nonetheless, and our people don't even notice it. If for the people that do notice it, but it's not following the Lord, then that's a thing that the men have to do on the highways and byways that believe sincerely and truthfully in the name of Yahweh my side. Like I said, on the highways and byways, on the unicorn, internet, or on the actual street corners, like the prophets before us did. In the times of old. This is John chapter 8 and verse 44. It says, "Ye are your father the devil, and the lust of your father you will do. He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth, because because there is no truth in them." When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he's a liar and the father of it. So, this is what Esau is ultimately, the Caucasian race. They are They are cave dwellers. Not anymore, man. Well, they are now. They just as hairy and red as they were from the very beginning when they first came out the womb, 2006 BC. Um, but now they wear suits. Now they can now they can tell you that they don't want to hurt you. I didn't do anything to you. You know that's what we start say when anytime you mention slavery or bondage of them or racism. I've never been racist my whole life, but of course we know or if you just look up, man, this system is based off of this is a racially systematic, you know, it's racially systematic oppression. It's basically set up for Esau to be supreme and his constituents as well, man. These Elamites, Ishmaelites, and Cushites, these heathens basically. They have 10 laundromats, then 10 liquor stores, and 10 this and that. Jake is left with nothing, you know. That's because it's not a rest. It's not a place for you know, being at peace. But for IORC and for these other candidates, they want to dwell here forever. For Esau, 2/3 of the people they want to dwell here forever, man. That's is never the case. The Lord want this place destroyed. So I'm keep going. This is Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12. It says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?" In other words, for Satan, how art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? For has said in thine heart, I was sent to the heaven. I was on my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of a congregation in the sides of the north, being the northern countries. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet shall, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell to the sides of the pits. So, man, they have numerous. They have the beast. They got the EU, NATO. They have they satellites in its miles, not fully up there, but right in orbit, around it. Esau wants to be like the Most High. That's why they have these Space Force X. That's what Trump set up because he knows. It's like you. That's why they have Space Force set up because they know that by this place being destroyed. They know this place is not going to be it for. They have a small glimpse that this place not going to be it forever, man. That's why you have these Edomites that you may see that be having some good old slave fats, or good old fats of the day. Some Edomites want repentance. They know what they're doing is wrong. They know who they are, and they know that they got to be taken out of the way for a better place to be brought up, which is New Jerusalem. The kingdom. All right. Um. Ultimately, yeah, I'm just going on that, man. Um. It says, "Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell." So Satan, Esau, he not gonna remain here forever. He gonna be right down to hell. Hell is they earth. They their place of being is this place, and hell is a condition. They gonna have to this place gonna have to be turned into a lowly condition that meets Esau's reward. Their reward is hell and death. You know, this is well, it's like it. This is Revelation chapter 12. I'm gonna start at verse 7. Actually, just verse 7. Just going into like the Space Force, man. I think they said, when I say they, I mean Christians, Catholics, baptism. They mostly have around the same doctrine. They will say Revelations 12 and 7. This right here, a battle in the heavens, is before man, or at the beginning of time, or before time. But this is the book of Revelations, meaning to reveal. This is for the times to come, and it's not had yapping. It has not fully unfolded yet. Only a few parts of it, like World War I and World War II. But there is another war that has to come, which whoa, 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 3 woes. Second war is past, the third war coming quickly. So this is verse 7, Revelation chapter 12. It says, there was a war in heaven. Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels, prevailed not, neither was their place found any more in heaven. And the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. You know, um, yeah, they'll say that Lucifer is like a separate entity. He got his own will, but nah, Lucifer does the will of the Father, man. He controls that. The Most High controls He made the wicked for the day of evil to destroy him, to get him off the earth. He knows that Esau is increasingly wicked, and the only thing you can do with that is destroy him. That's why he's done it. He's doing the job right now. He's gonna keep on doing it to the very end. And what's in the kingdom for 1,000 years? Again, how they getting their getting a reward, the wicked reward, they're gonna be done away with and eradicated. You know, that this war in heaven, they gonna try to fight the angels, man. They gonna try to go against the Lord Almighty, the one that created the heavens and the earth, everything that you know and love. You know, you gonna try to go against that, and that you gonna succeed? No, Esau is increasingly wicked and perpetually hatred towards his people and the Most High Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. So he gonna try to do anything he can to have his kingdom be there forever. But that's not gonna happen because Esau is the devil. He's gonna be destroyed. Everything he's doing in this place is the works is the works of Satan and the works of wickedness. You know, it'll be foolish, not fun, to go to the military right now. Because I know people, young brothers and sisters are going to the military just because I guess they feel like they had wits in, but you finna be turned to uh I don't even know how I can say it. I'm gonna say it. Well, I can say a robot. I can say a cyborg, androids or whatever. They gonna wish they never did that. They gonna repent. They gotta turn back to the Lord, man. This system is not made for our people. It's made for wickedness, for wicked people. But your others out edifying little spirituation, little lesson, whatever you want to call it, man. But with that, I just want to say shalom.